college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Looking for a crease, it's Fletcher. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams
breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week. A commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the red zone, it's Fletcher. Turning it on. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
And the Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the gun. Going for 6. Touchdown Seminoles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? Smashes through the tackle. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They had the extra point to finish the drive. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gives it on the option. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Johnson looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Slips a tackle and he's got room. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. From the gun, the ground game. Still running at the 40. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Quick completion to the right. He's loose. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Using his feet. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Gives him the big stiff arm. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw him. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it to the back. Finds his man. It's McGowan. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. QB draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
And the Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It's McGowan. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Fourth down coming up.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll leave the offense out there on 4th down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that 4th down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
Boston College putting together a very efficient drive.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Black 24. Black 24. Griffin.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Making side adjustments here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the ball.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Smith. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give on the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of... defenders. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's McCoy. Oh, he's got some space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Pulls and fires complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Just keeps slinging it. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
And the Noles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
The Seminoles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides to back and leaves it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. Great job by the back on the option.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He might want another play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to throw it over the top of the D. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And here's the return. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Boston College lining up to punt this one away.
To kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Touchdown, Knowles! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Florida State, 28. Boston College, 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jones. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, they were trying to go RPO. The quarterback decided not to hand it off, and the pass rush just swallowed it up. They got to him so quickly, knocked the ball out, and jumped on it.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown? Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Smashes him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's McGowan. Breaks into the open. Discards him with the stiff arm. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Off the RPO, complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Boston College! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And some room to work. Turning it on. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Noles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. On the option. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, a lot of space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Johnson looking to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense.
Touchdown, Boston College. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
49, Boston College, 28.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Defense in press coverage. Johnson wants to throw it. He unleashes a long one. He caught it. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage? They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NOLE.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I love quarterbacks that have soft focus around them and hard focus down the field. That was an excellent pass rush by the defense, but the quarterback never got flustered. He just used his God-given talent. He was able to escape and then got his focus right back downfield to find an open wideout.
The Golden Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Floating away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
56, Boston College, 28.
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. Looking for space, it's Russell. Runs through the tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand. So long.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Off and running. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D. Quick
completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Johnson looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Rides the back on the option to give. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over.
The ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Noles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do is not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give and tick. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan, they'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Quickly out to the tight end.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Oh, Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Get set, get set.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Love the play call going RPO on fourth down here. And how about the offensive line just digging deep, getting low to the ground, and just getting a better push in the trenches to help that running back get that first.
Buys a little time with his feet. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And this game's starting to take away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Pressure coming. Punts it out of the air. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. And they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a